Hello everyone, this is Cassandra. We're going to do a review of the sisterhood that just went off. This is episode 3. I'm with my friend Cassandra. See, she's on Skype. And both our heads is jacked up, and I'm looking like Celie right now, as you can see, because I washed my hair yesterday. It's T-damn way. So Cassandra. I'm gonna be, what I'll do is I'll just pull up some pictures of the damn sisterhood. Okay, Cassandra, on this episode, to me, what was the most shocking to you? For me, I won't even say it was the girl going to pawn her stuff, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So
yeah, and I knew it hurt her having to go do that, but she was thinking about her family. At first, when I first saw this, she was not one of my favorite people, but now she's starting to be one of. I like her. I like her because of her realness. Everybody don't be real like she's real.
Yeah,
so I like her.
Yeah. Well, my thing with her on this one was that hey, she got to do what she had to do. So I was happy that she did it. I'm just like tripping on her husband. He looking a little bit suspect, because I mean, I don't want her to go find her a hustler like she was saying. But in reality, like, you need to get on, get it together. If you got to work at McDonald's and do your other job, you need to do what you need to do. And,
that's true.
Like I was telling you earlier, I really believe that they must live somewhere in either the DeKalb County, where they have a really bad school district, and they're like fighting right now, or they live in Clayton County, where they have a really bad school district. My thing is, if it was me, and if you do own that house, I think that what they should do is they should have went and maybe rented out that house and found them something smaller. That's just me, though. That's just me.
Well, I think that's what they're going to eventually do. So, I mean, I don't know. I think the thing with me is basically she's doing what she got to do, and I don't think her husband holds the same. I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
So, I don't think he had the same attitude that she had in terms of that.
Well.
Now, yeah. now,
Missy. But let's get one more thing. I'm Tara. At the end, I wasn't understanding why Dominique would leave her store when earlier in the show she had said that her store was brand new. And so why would you leave your store knowing that you really don't have a real customer base? So why would you, leave your store and go to help out Tara when you really don't get along with her? I mean, and then you're already having problems with your husband. I think
she tried to.
Go ahead.
I think she tried to show that she was being a true friend. She was trying to show that she's being a friend because she doesn't have any friends there. So I think that's the reason why she shut it down, was like, okay, I'm going to shut my store down. I'm going to come down there and support you. Your husband not going to support you. I'm going to support you. So I thought that was what the sisterhood was about. So I got that part. That didn't offer me anything. I was like, okay, and it made me feel any way or different way about them. I just said, okay, well, that's cool. All of them came down there to support them. So I was good with that. Now, what I wasn't good with was the fact that you did this And the whole intention is, just like they said on the show, when you brought it to them like, oh, me and my husband going to do this. But then when it got down to it, it wasn't you and your husband. It was actually you. So that part I feel some kind of way about. In the words of Much Love for Kentucky.
Well, okay. Now you get on your most shocking part. Okay, wait, let's go back. Because I was having a problem with Dominique pawning the ring, and then that purse she was carrying. I mean, I don't buy those type of purses, but just me seeing my sister that buy that crap. Don't you think she could have took a couple of those purses down there and probably got some money? I don't know.
I'm a purse lady, so let me just tell you right now, no, because it could have been that purse could have been just fake as a $3 bill, and nobody would never know because they look the same.
Oh, okay.
No, she pawned what she knew she could get money for.
Okay. All right, so now you tell me.
Get money for diamonds. You can't get money for no purse, because everybody ain't going there to buy no purse.
Yeah, that's true, because I said I'm finna go find that pawn shop my damn self. But, I mean, okay, so what was your most shocking part on this week?
I think the most shocking part for me was Tara and Brian's relationship.
Yeah. That
was the most shocking to me because since the first show up to this one, they always tried to portray that they had that special kind of relationship where they loved each other. It was like that, they tried to do that picture perfect thing.
Yeah.
And this show kind of showed me that
it's not all what they're trying to say. It's not all what it's cracked up to be.
Right. And her attitude based upon what she said about herself just freaked me out, because when she was in Dominique's shop, she was talking about some sister called her, some lady called her, I don't know who it was, but she called her because she found out her husband was watching porn when he wasn't there. So then they asked her, you don't know what porn is? She was like, nah, I ain't never watched no porn. Nah, I ain't never. Stop. Oh, then you go out there with Pastor White Girl, and you put up on your sign that you was an adulterer.
But just because she was an adulterer don't mean that her and the guy who was jacking around, that doesn't mean that they watch porn ever. You don't have to watch porn to fuck around.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you telling me you don't know what they do, you don't understand why people watch porn. Come on, ladies, let's not be stupid. You trying to tell me you have no idea why people watch porn. And then when Dominique was telling you that, get prepared, because you have your boy, and they're going to be getting magazines, and they're going to be doing, because I raised my boys to be in Christ. Okay, you're going to be one of them mamas that they're going to be calling from the jail, and then you're going to think your child ain't did nothing wrong because you being too much in denial. I'm not against being in Christ at all. Everybody's in Christ in their own way. They're building their image of what they is. But for you to sit up here and just put that type of pressure on your child, like he doesn't do no wrong, you setting yourself up and you setting your child up, because now your child gonna say, your child gonna say, well, I could do anything and my mama ain't gonna believe it. All I gotta tell her is I'm in God. You know what I'm saying? That's how she kind of like just made it seem to me, and I just didn't like that.
Well, I mean, when they were there and she was talking about the pornography and I told her not to have sex with him, and I think that was wrong, because to me, you're not a counselor, so you should not be the one to give somebody some type of advice. Somebody really got that doggone Ivy's ass. They done took a picture of her and put it on Candy's picture on an Escape album. They crazy. They are so crazy. Hold on.
That is too funny.
Because I'm just looking at pictures while we're talking. I don't know. And then the thing about Ivy and this endometriosis, and something must be going on with her mom and her husband. Her husband must not like her mom, because she's like, now I gotta go tell him that my mother's gonna be here. How long have y'all been married and your husband still don't like your mother? Come on now.
I don't know if he didn't like her, or just the fact that she's gonna be there for 7 days.
No, 10 days. She's gonna be there for 10 days.
10 days, yeah.
I mean, if she's gonna be, she's coming there to help you guys out. It's not a thing of she's just coming there. Unless you think you can handle the baby for the whole time, and if you think you can handle it, right? Right? So,
Yeah,
I mean, if he think he can handle it, go ahead and do what you gotta do. I don't know. I don't know. With her storyline this week, I know how that feel, because like I had told you earlier, I had took those tests, and if maybe she does have endometriosis and she don't just need to lose weight, because that's what they were telling me. I just needed to lose some weight. But if she does have it and they have to give her a hysterectomy, I mean, you can always adopt other kids.
That's true too. It's not like you don't have any kids.
Yeah, you can always adopt kids. Hell, Dominique might let you borrow hers. You know, she might need somebody. The way she going, she seeming like she gonna need food or something next. The way she's acting about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because Dominique is really acting like, and to me, if you let it go that bad, why don't you close your shop down and go work for somebody else? Why don't you make your husband go work for somebody else? And he looked like a punk anyway.
Well,
from day one, he looked like a simp to me. He looked like a simp to me from day one. He didn't look like he had it together.
He just looked some kind of way to me, so I don't know. He didn't look like a man to me. But
no, he looked like a punk, because to be with somebody like that, you got to be street wise. And I do agree with Ivy when she said that's the devil you know, I agree with Ivy when she told her that's the devil that's telling you if you would have been with a hustler. I agree with that, but my thing also is this: once things go wrong, usually you should be with somebody that's got the mind to say, okay, this is not working. Like I said, if he is working a construction job, then what he needs to do is he probably needs to go and work at McDonald's or something on the side, just to make the ends meet, you know. And then for you to need $3,000, that must have been your rent payment, probably your rent for your shop, and probably light gas and water, because the house is pretty big. It looks like it's at least twice the size of this little house I got. And the heating bill, the air conditioner bill, these bills are high out here for you to keep things cold and hot. And then you have to buy food, and I always see y'all out places, and I ain't never seen nobody with no crock pot and some beans and rice on the side. That's what y'all need to be eating. When you broke, you need to eat like broke people.
You gotta also remember, Chris, that this is reality TV, so a lot of it is
a lot of it embellished.
Yeah, some of it is just reality, but that was it. That was really like, that's really the only thing that I kind of like felt that was, I don't know, that was the only thing that kind of like left me with a like, with like a really, you know, situation. I applaud her for doing what she had to do for her family. I think the reason why she doesn't, she has something established here. She's trying to build something, and I think that he's trying to do both things. I think that she's trying to do both things, and I applaud her because she's trying to hold down her family. She's trying to keep that shop open because she knows that she can make some money, and at the same time, but he's only just doing whatever he's doing, that, you know. But it's hard times now, so that goes. You know, it's hard times right now, so.
It is hard times. Okay, so let's talk about this video that came on this week with Miss Tara and Mr. Brian. that they put on YouTube.
Okay.
Because that was a holy mess to me.
I didn't watch the whole video. I watched the first 15 minutes of the video. The first 10 minutes of hers, and I didn't watch his at all. Because this is how I feel. When you do a reality show, you're doing a reality show. You don't do an aftermath after you get bad reviews. If you come back and hit it good, that I did this, but they betrayed us all wrong. That's the chance you take. You put these people money. You didn't do it for free. They paid you. So you set yourself up. And anybody that has ever watched TV, because she said she's never seen a reality show, if you ever watch TV, you know that things are scripted and they're done accordingly to how they want it done. So for somebody that's been in the entertainment business, don't tell me that, because that doesn't work with me. I think that they betray a lot of they try to portray a lot of righteousness, which that don't make no sense to me, because nobody is that righteous. Nobody. Everybody has made a mistake. So or has done something wrong. So don't be all Miss Holier than thou, and you really not that holy. You are a human being, and that's the one thing that somebody on the show said, and I think it was Ivy. They said we human. First ladies are human. They were something before they were a woman before they were the first lady.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. So, well, I watched it. I watched I can only take like 5 minutes. And I'll tell you why. I can only take 5 minutes because I was just upset that you would say that you never watched a reality show before. Okay, there really actually might be people out there that have never ever in life watched a reality show. But my problem is, okay, you say you thought it was a documentary. Okay, I can go with that one too. But my problem is, once you realize, first of all, you don't know it's a documentary, or you lying to me when you say it's a documentary, because documentaries don't have confessionals. They don't have parts where you come back and you see the episode and you tell what you thought about the episode. They don't do that in documentaries. In documentaries, they just film straight through and just about show you the whole day of what happened. They cut it down, for editing purposes, but they don't edit to get shock values. They edit it, to pretty much show you what's going on. If you want to see what's happening to the kids, that's digging for diamonds and how they cut their arms off and stuff, that's basically what you're going to get. You're not going to get things that's for shock value. You're going to get what really happened. So for her to come on there and say, oh, well, how did you feel about the dinner part? And how did you feel about this to her husband when she was filming him? And then for him to ask questions of her, I felt like that was being disingenuous. And that made me feel some kind of way, kind of like, are you guys just faking it? And I was pulling for them on the first 2 episodes. But when this video came out this week, and it's on YouTube for whoever wants to see it, it's I guess their website is called, or their channel is called Phenomenal Life. I just felt like they were both disingenuous. And then I'm getting a little bit tired now. At first I was like, okay, it's cute, but now I'm getting a little bit tired when he kissed her and they were at their house before they made their announcement, kissed her afterwards, and he was like, ooh, it's like chocolate. What are you trying? I'm a little bit lost, because you've been with this black woman for 16 years and you still haven't got used to her being black, so everything you have to refer to her is about chocolate or dark or black Barbie. Come on, let it go. When are you going to get used to that you have had sex with this black woman at least 3 times and had 3 children with her? You sleep with her every night. When are you going to get used to the fact that she's black? I'm gonna need you to get used to it by now. God damn it, I'm gonna need you to be used to it.
I agree. I think that at some point I'm starting to see some kind of underlying racism, and because it's like, why would you say that? Or you trying to appear to somebody? You trying to make it I don't know. She's trying to make somebody else. We know she's black.
Yeah, we can see she black. Everybody in the room can see she black. Everybody in the room can see that you're Jewish since you don't want to be called white. I think everybody in the room can see that whole thing. So let's get over it and let's move on. You know, you saying that the reason why your family doesn't talk to her anymore is not because she's black. It's more because of the fact that you switched from Judaism to Christianity. So okay, I could roll with you on that one, but I'm just getting a little bit tired of you and there's all these references to her being black and chocolate and all that. It's getting a little bit tired now for me. And,
yeah.
But on their video, like I said, I don't know. When I wrote back to Much Love on Facebook, I don't know. They looking a little bit suspect to me now. Where I was trying to roll with them, right now I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what the chocolates were about either. Giving the chocolates to the lady's husband. I mean, you could have just gave him some dap. You know, here you go, bro. Yeah, you could have gave him dap. You could have just said, you could have just apologized and kept it pushing. But for some reason, you had to give him some chocolates that you just grabbed out the counter. We don't know how long you had them damn chocolates. Them chocolates could have been there for 6, 7, 8, 9 months.
I don't know.
When he opened them up, did they have the worms in them? And you know, because chocolate get worms in them after so long. If they just sit, if it just sits. I mean, what was in them chocolates? You know, I don't know. I was just like, okay, where did chocolates come from?
Yeah. 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 That's true. I just didn't think, I don't think it was appropriate for them to come back and do the video because I feel like there was no explaining to do. I mean, there was no need. What were you explaining? What were you trying to explain? Just to me, it just, I don't know. So.
Well, we'll see next week what happens. I came in here to try to set up the stuff for this video, so I don't even know what was the.
I want to speak something else in there. That's the end of Housewives of Atlanta last night. I just want to say this. You know, I feel like sometimes people need to think about stuff that they do, and Kenya already had a bad reputation in my eyes.
Yes.
Personally. And what she did yesterday totally made me disrespect her altogether. Because one, you went to Candy's boyfriend's party and you there to celebrate his birthday, and then you turn around and talk about business there, and you had a misunderstanding of the business. Now, I'm not telling you that you don't deserve no money, because anybody that do a job deserves money. Don't get me wrong for that. Don't get me wrong. Anybody that do a job deserves money. But I think that how you did it, how you came about all of that, I think that you did that the wrong way. One, you got a deal based upon who your client was. You didn't get a deal because of you. So for you to come in there now and say, well, I want 10%. Well, wait a minute, but what you do? Because you just presented something to a distributing company, which was, and you used this person's name to get there. So you didn't get it on your merit. You got it on somebody else's name. Now, I don't know if you said that to make Phaedra feel good, but you did. If you did, it backfired on you. So that's one. And then for you to go and tell then for you to go and tell Cynthia, I think that you were wrong, because her dealing with Cynthia and your dealing with her is two different things. You don't know what deal that they worked out. And I think that there was a misunderstanding when Phaedra said, well, I thought that this was all taken care of, and I just put it out there. And then for Cynthia to come back and say, well, if the Bailey agency is going to do some casting, we're going to get paid. Okay, well, I don't think nobody said you never wasn't going to get paid. So I think that you just took it to a whole nother level where you didn't have to, but what you did was you got caught up in some mess.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Yeah, really, she
then,
did. She should have got removed herself, and if you're gonna talk, have both of the people in front of you, and then have the talk.
Right.
Then everybody can have their understanding, instead of But Kenya's messy like that, just like all the stuff that everybody's found out about her paying Walter to pretend like he's her boyfriend. She knew he was never gonna marry her. He probably was having sex with all these other women the whole time while he was on the show pretending like he was her boyfriend, because if you say you took a bath and wanted to have sex or whatever, and he was like, what, I gotta tell you what to do to me? So I don't know, Kenya's just a big ass liar, and she's so full of it, and she's so full of it for herself. Like, she's a mess to me. She's so full of it.
But also, when she did that thing on Andy's show.
I didn't even see that. What happened when she sung or something? I was seeing on the internet.
Yes, that she did a video. She did a song. Okay, I want you to have several. Just as they say, I need you to go sit down somewhere, girl. First of all, you're too old.
Go have several seats, stand in several corners.
And singing. You can't sing.
Oh, it was that bad?
More things that need to go along with that. So, yeah.
Yeah, she need to go get her proactive commercial.
That's all I want to say about the little Kenya situation.
Yeah, because I think she needs to get her a proactive commercial, too, because that skin ain't what's happening. Or go buy you a bar of Ivory soap. It works for me. Just a regular bar of Ivory soap. And it will work out your problems. All right, guys. Yeah, well, this is Chris and Cassandra. And we're doing a review on the sisterhood. Hopefully we'll do one again next Tuesday night as soon as the sisterhood goes off. And maybe a little bit more of the Housewives of Atlanta. Maybe next week we'll try to have our hair looking decent so that we won't look like we're Celie from The Color Purple.
Okay.
Bye-bye.